Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Woodbine Play of the Day for Saturday, April the 28th. I'm Dan Illman, along with Woodbine racing analyst Jeff Bratt. We had a fantastic opening weekend at Woodbine, Jeff. Horse of the Year, Pink Lloyd, certainly did not disappoint in his seasonal debut. And Saturday's Play of the Day is the first graded stakes of the Woodbine 2018 season. Let's throw up the field for the Grade 3 Whimsical. We're going 6 furlongs on the main track. $125,000 is the purse. We've got some solid horses in this race, a deserving favorite to be sure, but Jessica Krupnik's won 3 in a row and could be the controlling speed. Just Be Kind won the Minaret at Tampa Bay Downs and the Ontario debutante last year. You've got Silent Sonnet, a horse that won the Le Prevoyant. It's a really well-matched bunch.
It is, and you have horses coming back home that are really hoping to try and regroup as well, Dan. You look at a horse and you're like a Scotty's Model, just simply spun her wheels down at Oaklawn Park, comes of a really key race the last time out. But I wonder, has Father Time maybe caught up with her? She's had some breaks along the way. She's now 8 years of age. And then you've got Moonlit Promise, and she got involved in a real hectic three-pronged battle last time out in the inside information along the inside. I don't really think she was a happy camper on that day. Both horses love the Tapeta, though, here at Woodbine.
Getting back to that surface could be key for both. Moonlit Promise, a perfect 3 for 3 at Woodbine last year. Let's go back to the Bessarabian, where she was involved in a pitched battle with Scotty's Model. We're going to take a look at the stretch drive here. Moonlit Promise's tactical speed puts her in good stead, especially in this race. Scotty's Model, more of a closing type. Moonlit Promise probably will get the jump on Scotty's Model once again.
And I think the draw is fantastic as well for Moonlit Promise. And I think with the replay that we're looking at, I really think that Scotty's Model was really peaking at this time of the year, and maybe Moonlit Promise was starting to get a little bit fatigued as well. She had a pretty good campaign. I know that she only ran 3 times, but they kind of had to rush her to get her to the races last season. They were able to do so, and she won 3 consecutive races in a row. I was looking up some stats on Formulator as well, Dan, in regards to Josie Carroll the past 3 years going from dirt to synthetic. The ROI is not great, but the winning percentage is around 26%, 5 for 19. So this is a pretty good angle, and the winter conditioning could be key for some of the horses here in this race.
And that's a great point, because you've got a couple of horses coming off layoffs in this spot, like the number 5, Let It Ride Mom, going out for the dynamic duo of Mark Casse and Patrick Husbands. We have not seen her since October, where she ran on turf in the Grade 3 Valley View, a race that produced 3 next out winners. But prior to that, we see her in the La Lorgnette going 2 turns over the Tapeta, and she looked really, really good. We swing into the stretch of that race, and Let It Ride Mom just really comes with a good, strong run. Do you think this is a starting off point? We'll see her do her best around 2 turns here. Do you think Cassie's going to have her sharp off the bench?
I was just going to ask you the same type of question. Like, what is she best at? I mean, she's won sprinting. She's competed on turf with not winning success, but she's been okay on the grass. As you said, she's coming out of a pretty key race last time out. The one thing that I like about this horse is some of the Casse horses have been down with him on his farm. This horse has been at Palm Meadows, though, so I think she might be a little bit tighter than, say, some of the other Casse horses. She's ready, I think, to run her best race in here, but I'm still not sure her best is good enough to win this event.
Here's an outsider that intrigues me, and it's the number 2, Sky Flower, who is supplemented to this race. She has won 6 of her last 7 starts over synthetic surfaces, including this most recent effort in the Latonia race at Turfway Park over their Polytrack. Now, I know this pace was not fast, but Sky Flower was 4 wide every step of the way, and we see her grinding along at this 1-mile distance. What I like about Sky Flower is she's fairly versatile. She has won sprinting in the past. It'll be really interesting to see where she is placed in the early portion of this race.
The reason she's here is because of the synthetic surface. I don't know if the distance is really up her alley or not, but she's here because of the surface that she's going to be racing on. As you said, the pace in her on that last start, they were going so slow. I'd love to look at the Trackus number. I don't think they have Trackus down at Turfway, but she must have gone a lot further than the rest of the competition there in that spot. And yeah, look at the overall record of the distance. It's not bad. For her to have success here, Dan, she's going to need a hot pace to close into, I would think, and I'm just not sure she's going to get it.
And the Timeform U.S. pace projector for this race projects it to be slow, controlled by Jessica Krupnik, with probably Moonlit Promise not far behind. It is up to Sky Flower to get into the race perhaps a little bit sooner. That being said, at 15-1, she's going to be my stab in the Whimsical Stakes, the Woodbine Saturday race of the day. And maybe we can key her underneath exactas or triactors with the logical favorite. Where are you going?
I'm going to go in regards to number 9, that being Moonlit Promise here in this spot. She's going to be my top selection here. She's going to be a low price, I get that. The horse that I'm intrigued to see how good she is Silent Sonnet, because she was now a 4-year-old. Has she made the leap forward now from 3 to 4 to be competitive? She's been winter trained in here, so she's kind of the wild card horse for me coming up in the on-track feature on Saturday afternoon.
I'm happy you mentioned her because she comes out of a race that produced 3 next out winners, and I thought she was ridden a bit conservatively last time out, where it looked like she cleared to the front and then raided in behind horses. That was a nice effort. I'm interested to see what we get from Silent Sonnet, Luis Contreras, Nick Gonzalez as well. Jeff, always great talking to you. Dawn Lupa will be on for tomorrow when we preview Sunday's Woodbine Race of the Day. We'll see you then.